Okay. Good morning, everyone. Which diagram we had discussed in the last lab? Let me know. This one is remaining. Okay, yes, we had discussed class diagram in the last lab, right? Okay, so today we'll start with the use case diagram. Okay, I think most of you are ready with the class diagram. Okay, okay, so we'll start with the use case diagram first to itself. Okay, so what do you mean by use case diagram? Okay, so use case diagram, that means we are trying to define some users, some types of actors who will try to communicate with your system, who will try to uh, define the your entire system, that which processes are completed by which type of user, or this type of users may perform this many functionalities in your system. Okay, so let's start with that first. Okay, so in the types of UML diagram, we have a structural diagram and behavioral diagram. So inside that behavioral, we have activity, use case, then sequence, and DFD. That many, and class diagram. Okay, so that many diagrams we will study in this SE subject. Okay, now. Now, origin of use case. So, these days, use case modeling is often associated with your UML, although it has been introduced before UML exists. So, it briefing you the history about your use case diagram, but will directly come over here in this purpose. Okay, what is the main purpose behind use case diagram? So use case diagrams are typically developed in the early stage of development, and people often apply use case modeling for the following purposes. So here I mention purposes of use case diagram. So why we are using it? So specify the context of a system. So context diagram, we will see that also. So it will specify the context of your entire system. Second, it will capture the requirements of a system. Third, validate a system architecture. Okay, सिस्टम आर्किटेक्चर वैलिडेट करेगा मतलब क्या, कि वो जो भी आर्किटेक्चर आपने डिफाइन किया है, इज इट वैलिडेट और नॉट. Then derive implementation and generate the test cases. Okay, now generate the test cases means what, कि आप जो भी implement करना चाहते हो, ठीक है, अपने प्रोजेक्ट में जो कुछ भी चीज है वो सारी आपको टेस्ट केसेस के साथ एक बार वेरीफाई भी करनी होगी. ठीक है, दैट मीन्स इफ आई एम प्रोवाइडिंग दैट लॉगिन इज डिफरेंट फॉर यूजर as well as sorry, you can say student as well as the faculty. So how it will be differentiated? Okay, so that we need to take care. Now last is developed by analysts together with the domain experts. Okay, now in this they were mentioned, like your developer or your business analyst can define it, or they can create this use case diagram. So how your use case diagram will look? So it will look like something it is mentioned over here. Okay, so it's something like we have some actor, we have some system, we have some use cases. Okay, so this is your system boundary. Now for the system boundary, we have to mention that do not put any use cases which is mentioned in the oval shape. Okay, do not put any oval shapes use cases outside of the system. So we are maintaining the boundaries of a system first. Then We have actors of the system over here, right? And after this, we need to connect our actor with the use cases. Okay, so here in a cellular phone customer and external phone company, so these three are the actors. Association, that means connection, and oval shape is known as use case. Now someone interact with use case, that means system function, or one person, or you can say actor or a user which is connected with your use case, named by noun. Actor plays a role in the business similar to the concept of user, but a user can play the different roles. Okay, so they have a different roles and responsibilities. So a professor can be instructor and also researcher. So two roles, instructor as well as researcher. Second, plays two roles with the two different systems. Researchers, that means the system is different. It is something like you can say I'm going for a higher educational purpose. So if I'm going for a higher educational purpose, that means for that institute, I am the student of the institute. And if I'm professor over here in this institute, that means for this educational purpose, for this system, I am acting as a professor, and for my university I'm acting as a student. Okay, so two different functionalities, but it may be the same actor. Actor triggers use cases. What it means, that means वो ये perform functionality perform कर सकता है. Then use case, so system function, process automated or a manual. Second, named by a verb or a noun. Okay, that is do something, that is your use case. Now last one, each actor must be linked to a use case, while some use cases may not be linked to actors. ओके, सो ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि कुछ यूज केसेस है जो सभी एक्टर्स के साथ लिंक नहीं हो सकते. So it may be possible. Now communication link, that is your association, that you are aware. Now boundary of the system means this is the boundary. Suppose you are going for library management system. Then for that library management system, your all the use cases comes under this. Your boundary of system can form a system boundary for use cases specific to each of these business functions. Okay. Now, the entire system can span all of these modules, depicting the overall system boundary. Okay, so इसके अंदर जितना भी होगा सारा मैं फिल कर सकती हूँ. हाँ, ऐसा नहीं है कि आप 500 use cases डाल दो. All the functionalities you have to show. You can define some of them. Now use case relationship, and here is the relationship view, that how it will look. We have an extend relationship and we have include relationship. Okay, what is extend and what is include? Indicates that an invalid password use case may include subject to specified in the extension. So that means the behavior specified by use case, sorry, by base use case login account. So here you can see this. We have a use case as a login account. It will extend invalid password. Okay, so if your invalid password use case is there, then you have to extend it towards the login account, because you have to check it from the login. In such cases, you have to mention it extend over here. Okay, it will depict the directed arrow having a dotted line. The tip of arrowhead points to the base use case, and the child use case is connected at the base of the arrow. Okay, now the stereotype extends identifies as an extend relationship. Here we have to mention the extend word. with the angular, two angular brackets. Okay, now what is include relationship? So when a use case is depicted as using the functionality of another use case, the relationship between the use case is named as include or uses relationship. Okay, so that means we have to mention more than one use cases over here. That means I am including something. So if I want to place the order, I need to include the login details first. Okay. Second, if I want to issue the book from the library, I need to include the student login first. If I want to issue the reference book, I need to include the faculty login first. Okay, if you want to add to cart, if you want to perform add to cart functionality in your shopping mart system, what you have to do, you have to include email address verification. So these are the types related with the include. Okay, so use case includes the functionality described in another use case as a part of its business process flow. Then a user's relationship from base use case to the child use case, base use case to the child use case, that as instance of base use case will include the behavior as specified in the child use case. ठीक है, ये जो कोई भी प्लेस आई मीन जो कोई भी वर्क करेगा, ठीक है, ये बेस यूज केस एंड योर मेन यूज केस, तो वो क्या इंक्लूड करेगा? दिस इज योर मेन, दिस इज योर चाइल्ड, लॉग इन इज योर चाइल्ड चाइल्ड यूज केस। तो आप प्लेस ऑर्डर कर रहे हो तो वो इंक्लूड करना चाहिए लॉग इन फर्स्ट, ठीक है, तो ही आप ऑर्डर प्लेस कर पाओगे। एंड फ्रॉम दैट parent use case connected at the base of the arrow. This is your parent and this one is your child. Okay. Now what is generalization? So a generalization relationship is a parent child relationship between use cases. Okay, so the child use case is an enhancement of a parent use case. Now generalization is shown as a directed arrow with a hollow triangular with a hollow shape. Okay, we do not require to fill it. Now the child use case is connected at the base of the arrow and the tip of the arrow is connected to the parent use case. Okay, now the store patient record, that is computerized file, generalized towards the store patient record. Okay, so that means what? This is computerized file, this is paper file. So we are generalizing it from here to here. Suppose you want to generalize your actors, then also you may do like users of library management system. So users are generalized into another terms like a student, faculty, or librarian, or might be the admin staff. Okay, same that concept we may follow over here. So student borrow the books. Second, how to include the include relationship. So student borrow books will include check fine and check reserved book. Okay, if you want to issue one book from the library, it may include check fine as well as check reserved book. आपने कितनी books already ले ली है, ठीक है, वो भी सब चेक करेगा। एंड एक्सटेंड मीन्स व्हाट? स्टूडेंट रिक्वेस्ट अ बुक विल एक्सटेंड सर्च, ठीक है, आपको सर्च करना होगा, एक्सटेंशन पॉइंट। ओके, दिस इज योर extension point. That means request a book. For that purpose they have to externally finish this use case that is named as search. Okay, now this is generalized relationship. Search, that means search by call number, search by author. So this is if you want to search the book, it will going to generalized in a search by call or search by author. Okay, now it's a vehicle sales management system. So we have a management, we have a salesperson, we have a customer. Okay, for this particular diagram, you can see here One, two, three types of users are there, actors are there. First, this is management, salesperson, customer. Now, customer is inherited or generalized in two different customers, new customer and old customer. Now, which type of functionality is performed by which type of users or actors, that we need to perform over here. Okay, first let's go with the new customer first. Okay, if I'm new to this system, so what we need to do, make new customer. Okay, आपको एक what it will do, it will create the new customer in your system. That means you have to go towards the create new customer. Okay, so it will include this thing. Okay, so these are the two use cases. Now, from where it is going to generalized, so make offer. अगर मैं कुछ offer बना रहा हूँ, so it might be possible make your offer by old customer and make the offer for new customer. Now, if you are a new customer, you first have to create your account. So create new customer as an include. Now, make offer, so it will extend the system like make payment arrangements. ठीक है, आप एक ऑफर दे रहे हो, किसी ने परचेज किया, देन व्हाट दे हैव टू डू, इट मे एक्सटेंड द वन मोर फंक्शनैलिटी, दैट इज मेक पेमेंट. Okay, now here if you are doing something like a make all customer offer, then it will extend update customer information. ओके, अपडेट करनी होगी क्योंकि अब ये ओल्ड था, एक और चीज इसने आज हमारे शोरूम से ले ली है, सो वन मोर आइटम इज एडेड इन देयर लिस्ट. ओके, नाउ मैनेजमेंट क्या करेगा, एक्सेप्ट द ऑफर एज वेल एज इन इट विल इंक्लूड मैनेज ऑफर्स. ओके, वो चेंज कर सकता है, उसे चेंज करना हो तो वो ऑफर को चेंज कर सकता है, दैट मीन्स मैनेज ऑफर्स. What is the task of salesperson? It will record the sales contract. ठीक है, कि जो भी आपने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लिया है, जितने भी आपने व्हीकल सेल किए हैं फॉर दिस ऑफर, that record would be you can say stored with the salesperson. Okay, now where it is, okay, let me open IIT Bombay site. Okay, any doubt in this particular system? What we are trying to do? What is this use case diagram? Any doubt in this? Okay. Okay, so here they were mentioned association between actor and use cases, include, extend, and use case generalization. See this, customer, reply to email, send email. Send email will include login, reply to email will include login. लॉगिन के बगैर दोनों में से कोई भी यूज केस वर्क नहीं करेगा. Now, customer, third party transfer for money transfer. It will extend the authenticate user. So we require it. So one more extended functionalities that we need to show over here in this. Okay, with the extend relationship. Now this is generalization of particular uh, use case. Okay. Okay. So you may proceed with the how to create a use case diagram. Okay. Okay, just a second. Huh? I have drawn this diagram in the last lab. Okay. How you can do this? So here, this is my entire system. So I can write here inside this which system I have. Library management system. Okay, now we have an actor as a librarian, peon, and member. So member is going to generalized into staff as well as student. Okay, so if it's a librarian, which type of functionalities they may include? So it may perform issue book, book history, as well as return book and fine calculation. Now, issue book will include which type of facilities, that is member verification and availability of books. Okay, clear? Now, what is book history? So book history, that means it will check the history of your books. Now return book functionality may perform by member, issue book perform by member also, and book inquiry will also perform by member. Now if we are generalizing into staff and student, so if you may work with it, so staff may perform this. If you will enter use case over here, it will provide you all type of facility. See this here, include functionality, here extend functionality, here if you want to put some note that it will extend it in particular with this condition, then you can use this one. You can use this use case, this one, this is the actor, and simple communication. Okay, clear? You may change it something like book request. Generalized into Okay, so it may be generalized in this two term. Okay, one, that is this one, that is reference book request and local book request. So this local book request might be performed by student and reference book request will be performed by staff. Okay, it's something like this. So please arrange something like where your arrow will not be cut down like this. Okay, ये करेक्ट डायग्राम नहीं होगा. अगर आपको इसे कनेक्ट करना होगा तो ये एरो को कहीं और शिफ्ट कर देना. ठीक है, इसको कट नहीं करना होगा, ये लाइंस कट नहीं होना चाहिए. Clear? So any doubt in this? How to draw use case diagram? Students, I want reply from you. You have to draw your system's use case diagram. You can take the help from IIT Bombay Virtual Labs. Okay? They will explain all the things in detail and in a very easy language. Okay? So refer it and start drawing it. Okay? And complete it within 20 minutes so that we can start with the next diagram today. Okay, so finish this use case and after 20 minutes first I'll check your class diagram and use case and then we'll move further towards the next diagram. Okay, see if you have any doubt then please let me know. Okay, completed students, last 5 minutes. Do it as soon as possible so that we can move forward towards the next diagram. Okay. How many of you have finished with this? Let me know. Okay, okay. Okay, I think now everyone is completed with this diagram. So how many of you have finished with this? Whatever you had did, just you need to show me, okay? Okay, first let's start with the Bhavin and group. Bhavin,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, who is going to share the screen? Whatever you had did, I just want to see this, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sharing.
Okay, okay. Okay, next unassigned group. Okay, be ready. Yes, Bhavin, your screen is visible. Okay, this is class diagram, right? Okay, okay, just wait. Let me check. Okay, yes, a house on rent and house class. What is the connection between that two classes? वो दोनों क्लास का मतलब क्या है? You are not audible to me. आपका माइक बंद है.
House classes containing the house data.
And what is house on rent? वो क्लास का क्या मतलब है? वो क्या स्टोर करेगा? आपके कोई भी ग्रुप मेंबर आंसर दे सकते. इट्स ओके फॉर मी.
It's recording about record means how many times the house is used for rent that type.
ओके, तो हाउस और हाउस ऑन रेंट, उन दोनों में क्या डिफरेंस है? मतलब पहला वाला जो हाउस क्लास है आपका, ठीक है, वो
Yes.
सारे हाउस के टाइप, सारी हिस्ट्री रखता है, रिकॉर्ड्स रखता है, ठीक है. तो ये हाउस ऑन रेंट क्या है? वो एक पर्टिकुलर हाउस के लिए है, क्या है, ऐसा पूछ रहे हैं.
Uh, House on rent is containing about tenant and rental start date deposit like records, and the house class contain like house number, address, and is available or not, and what is the house type.
ओके, ओके, वन मोर थिंग. आपने रिलेशनशिप दिया है हाउस ऑन रेंट और हाउस को. हाँ, उल्टी उसकी मल्टीप्लिसिटी 1 है हाउस के बाजू में. तो हाउस ऑन
Yes.
रेंट के पास क्या आएगा? 0, 1, 1 टू मैनी, कौन सा वाला आप दे सकते हो वहां पे? हाँ, कुछ मल्टीप्लिसिटी दे दो. 1 टू 1, एक एक रिकॉर्ड ही वो देख सकता है, ऐसा है कुछ. ठीक है, वो चेक कर लेना और उसके बाद मल्टीप्लिसिटी दे देना. ओके, यूज केस डायग्राम दिखाओ चलो. ओके, ओके, अभी भी है नीचे.
Yes.
ओके, दैट इज इनवॉइस एंड पेमेंट. ओके. हाँ,
Yes.
वहां पे आप कंपोजिट एट्रीब्यूट दे सकते हो, क्योंकि अगर इनवॉइस ही नहीं है तो पेमेंट का कोई मतलब नहीं है. ठीक है, तो वो एरो को आप फिल कर सकते हो ब्लैक कलर से.
Okay.
ओके, डन. ओके, जस्ट वेट, लेट मी चेक. व्यू सर्च हाउस, बुक हाउस, अपडेट हाउस, डेटा फीडबैक. ओके, इसमें इंक्लूड डाल दो. सपोज बुक हाउस, ठीक है, तो हाउस को बुक करने के लिए आपको इंक्लूड करना होगा एक्स्ट्रा एक्टिविटीज यू हैव टू परफॉर्म, दैट दे मस्ट हैव टू लॉग इन. ओके, चेक द हिस्ट्री, वॉट एवर द थिंग इज. ओके,
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, ओके, यू कैन स्टॉप प्रेजेंटिंग. और कुछ ज्यादा फंक्शनैलिटीज दिखाओ इतनी. ठीक है, पर ट्राई करो, ज्यादा ऐड कर सकते हो तो वो कर दो.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, unassigned group. Anas, are you able to hear me? Okay, Avni. Avni and group. Give me reply here. Yes. Who is going to share the screen? Okay, okay, you may share. Okay, okay. Okay, next, Darshil and group, be ready, okay? Yes, Avni, your screen is visible. Okay, the missing is multiplicity. That means you have to give the connection like 0 to 1, 1 to many, many to 1, that kind of multiplicity is remaining, as
Okay,
well
ma'am.
as you can mention some um, type of user generalization or inheritance. See here you have defined it: staff, admin, student and faculty, right? So you can create
Yes, yes,
one general class which is named as user. देखो सभी में आपने नेम फोन नंबर ऐसा कुछ तो दिया ही है, तो यूजर में नेम
yes,
और फोन नंबर ले लो और उसमें से इनहेरिट और जनरलाइज कर दो स्टाफ, एडमिन, स्टूडेंट एंड फैकल्टीज को। ठीक है।
yes, yes, ma'am. Okay,
ओके, एंड कोर्स में कुछ ज्यादा ऐड करो। यू कैन ऐड सम काइंड्स ऑफ कंपोजिट एट्रीब्यूट्स।
okay, ma'am.
ओके, ओके, यू कैन स्टॉप प्रेजेंटिंग। Now next is Darshil, who is going to share the screen. Darshil, okay, Joy Parmar, yes, Joy Parmar, Nesargi,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, who is going to share the screen?
Ma'am, we do not have PC. Like, actually, Ria is traveling. She's coming to college in the bus. So I've done in the book. Can I show that?
Yes, yes, or if not possible, you may share that screenshots with me via email.
Okay, then I'll share it, the
Okay,
screenshot. I don't mind. Okay.
okay, you may share it right now. I'll check it and if any changes are required, I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Just a minute.
Okay, Darshil, why you want to present next time? What was an issue? Pujan, Pujan, Raj.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, who is
I'm
going to
Bhavin
share the
Nagrupal.
screen?
Bhavin
Sorry?
Nagrupal.
Acha,
Bhavin Nagrupal.
Bhavin. Okay, okay, okay. Ria, Shubham, Vartika. Those who are not ready with the diagram, I know your names. Once you will give me the confirmation. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, got it. So you are in the Nesirji's group and you are with the Avni's group. Okay. What about Shubham? Shubham, Pujan. Pujan has not replying me. Shubham and Pujan. Let me write the names. Shubham, Okay, so we'll start with the DFD. Okay, just a second. Okay, so this is data flow diagram. Now, what is data flow diagram? So this data flow diagram is a functional overview of a system. That means this is also functional overview. Use case diagram is also functional overview. Then what is the difference between DFD and use case? So DFD will allow you to work with your system as well as database as well as your functional or processing requirements. Now what is there inside your use case diagram? So use case diagram will allow you to work with users as well as your actors as well as your use case, that means processes. Now this is your data flow diagrams, graphical notations. Now, here in this, the graphical representation easy overcomes any gap between user and a system and analyst and system designer. Okay, so it will reduce the gap between these two, this one and this one. Okay, in understanding the system. Now, starting from an overview of the system, it explores the detailed design of a system through a hierarchy. Okay. Now, DFD shows the external entities from which data flows into the process and also the other flows of data within a system. So what it will include? So it also includes the transformations from data flow by the process and the data stores to read or write a data. That means we have some database connectivity with us. We have some, you can say, external entities with us. We have some processes with us. So using this all, we need to communicate with the system. Now, explanation of symbols used in DFD. So in this, what do you mean by process, external entity, data store, and data flow? Okay, process means what? It will represent it in a circle. Okay, inside this you have to mention the process name. So what it means? So the name of the process is usually given in such a way that represents the functionality of the process. Okay, now if you want to go in a detailed functionalities, you have to show to the next level if it's required. Suppose I'm mentioning login, sorry, issue book process over here in the round. So issue book will contain further processes, like it will check the login account, it will do this step, it will do that, it will do yes XYZ. So if you want to divide your process in a further process, the detailed view of your process would be comes in the next level. So we have a context level, level 0, level 1, 2, 3 kind of DFD diagrams with us. Now, the external entity, that means external entities are only appear in a context diagram. Okay, so only in the context diagram your external entities will come. Now, what is external entity? So this send data to be processed and again receive the processed data. They can perform both the duties from here to there and there to here. Okay, now next is data store, that is your database, and last one, that is data flow. You are aware, data flow, that means directions. It will provide you the directions from here to there. Okay, one place to next place. Now context diagram and labeling DFD. Okay, so your context diagram, that means it is a zero level diagram. So we start with a broad overview of a system in a zero level 0. Then it shows as in context diagram of the system, the entire system is shown as a single process and also interactions of external entities with the system. ठीक है, मतलब कि हम जीरोथ लेवल पे वर्क करेंगे सबसे पहले, उसके बाद फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड, लाइकवाइज. So your entire library management system will comes into the first circle, and that is your entire management system. Okay, now the next is further we split the process in next levels into several numbers of processes to represent the detailed functionalities performed by the system. So data store may be appeared in the higher level of DFD. Now suppose if process P in the context diagram, it is going to split into 3 processes, P1, P2, and P3. So our DFD 0 or a context diagram will contain P as a only system. Then we have to draw the DFD level 1 diagram, which will provide you P1, P2, and P3 in the next level DFD 1. Now suppose your P1 is further divided into another portion. That means you have to go towards the DFD level 2, process number P1 further divided into P12, P13, P14, whatever you are trying to give. Okay, and now have your balancing of DFD will come. So the data that flows into the process and the data that flows out of the process needs to be matched when the process is split into the next level. Okay, suppose you are trying to split your login details, login process. So what you have to do, your login would be the entire process. Now if you are splitting it into the second level, then it should not be something like student can register. ओके, दैट मीन्स लॉगिन के लिए कर रहे हो तो उसका इंटरनल एक्सटर्नल डेटा फ्लो सेम रहना चाहिए कि डेटा सर्वर में से आएगा आइदर वेरीफाइड और नॉट, तो वो सर्वर में से ही आना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं कि स्टूडेंट परफॉर्म करेगा वेरीफाइड और नॉट। ओके, अंडरस्टूड? ओके, लेट्स take one small example. It will not work. So here it is. See this. This is our entire library information system. Okay, suppose this is library information system. So see this. Here they were mentioned level 0 library management system. This is your entire system. Okay, so a library information system for software engineering by virtual labs. Okay, this is your context level diagram. It has a members database, that means the record of members. It has a librarian, it has a member, it has a book database, and it has a library staff also. One more is member. So here member is there, known member and a member, and here member is also present. Okay, now what is the connection between these two? So member login status. So member database will connect it with this library system, issue status, existing user status, and if you want to create a new user, then what it will do, it will store that new user entry into the database. Now librarian means what? It will enter or it will find out the book ID from this library management system. It will also make the entries of new book details. Okay, if you are non-member of for the library, then what will happen? So what it will do, it will provide you the user ID. Library management system will provide you the user ID. It will also provide the user details to you. Okay, how to do this and what are the stuff you need to make the entries. Okay, now if it is going to be a member of this library, then it can search for the books, that means book query, and library management system will provide, your software will provide you the list of books in that return. Now books database, books matching query, that means they are trying to find that is this books present here or not. Now update the book status, if someone wants to issue the book, they can issue the book and your book database will change the status. Okay, as well as status by book ID. If I'm entering that book ID, then it will show me the status library management, like this book is already issued. Now here library staff book return command as well as book issue command. If you are trying to issue the book, I need to make the entries. Okay, so library staff will make the entries with this system as well as this member. This is easy for you. Now let me go towards this second diagram. This is your DFD next level, DFD level 1. Okay, so we split the top level view of the system into multiple logical components. Each process has a name and a dotted decimal number in a form of 1.0, 1 point something. Say for example, issue book has the number 1.2. So which indicates that in the level 1 DFD, the concerned process is numbered 2. Other processes are numbered in a similar way. Okay, so you can see here. Here we have a book with us. Okay, so I am further dividing that process into 1.1 authenticate user, 1.2 issue book, 1.3 return book. These are the processes. Okay, 1.4 update book status, 1.5 register if you are non-member. See here, if you are non-member, then what you have to do, existing user status, then do not register. But if you are non-member, do the registration process. It will provide you the user ID and then you may go with the this process, entire process. Okay, now same over here for this books database with us. So now it will connect it with search book. This is 1.6 process. Now book inquiry, list of books will provided, and it will show or it will present it using this database. This is your database. Database having some two lines only, rectangular shape, no left and right hand side lines are there. Okay, this is your level number 1. Now, if you want, you can further divide it into the level number 3 also. Yes, if possible, you have to expand till DFD level 0, 1 and 2. आप जब level 2 पे आ जाओगे ना, entire system is available with you in that DFD. आप लेवल 0 डिफाइन करोगे तो उसमें सिर्फ आपकी ही सिस्टम होगी और कोई सिस्टम वहां पे नहीं दिखी जाएगी. See, a kind of library management system I have uh, created in the last lab. Okay, so what I did it, library management system 0.0. Okay, so this is student and staff, it might be book. Okay, so here you can also mention, it will provide you this kind of diagram, sorry, box you can mention inside this. Book database, student database, or whatever, right? Now here in this level, I had provided this level 1, further process of level 0. This is level 0, this is level 1. So level 0 is your context data flow diagram. Okay, now here you can see this book delivery is connected with bookshelves. So it will provide you the book author list. So author names, you can, this database will provide you. Then student database, they can perform the book request for book delivery, they can show the library card or represent it, and later on it will provide you the book. As well as list of books are also there, so you can connect it something like this, like list of books. For a searching purpose I am providing, for a resultant value I'm storing it into this. Now, if you want to go with the level 2, you may proceed with this level 2 of this library management system also. Okay, so clear till now? Any doubt in this? You can take the help of DFD from this V labs. It will help you to complete this diagram. Okay, you can go with the simulations also. You can draw this. Huh? In a theory, they have explained everything. You can also give the quizzes. See this? And here are some exercises are also present. Okay. So let me take the attendance first and then you may proceed with DFD. Okay, whenever you will come in the next lab, be ready with the DFD also. So we just need to complete the activity and sequence diagrams in the next lab. 19 cities, 47, 56, 65,
Yes, ma'am.
67, 68,
Yes, ma'am.
69,
Present, ma'am.
72,
Present, ma'am.
73,
Yes, ma'am.
82, 85,
Yes, ma'am.
89,
Present.
91, 96,
Yes, ma'am.
100, 101,
Yes, ma'am.
102,
Yes, ma'am.
103,
Yes, ma'am.
106,
Present, ma'am.
08, 117,
Yes, ma'am.
118, 119, 121,
Yes, ma'am.
125, 126, 131, 134, 138, 144, 147, and 149, 150,
Yes,
153.
ma'am.
Okay. Sunita. Sunita, when did you join the session?
Now, ma'am.
आपने सेशन कब ज्वाइन किया?
बहुत पहले मैम, बट मेरा अभी ये नहीं हुआ था इसलिए।
क्या नहीं हुआ था? आपने डायग्राम्स नहीं बनाए?
सॉरी मैम।
आप have you drawn the diagrams which I have explained in this lab? Which diagrams we had discussed in today's lab, Sunita?
मैम अभी मुझे नहीं पता, हम अभी जस्ट कॉलेज आए हैं और मेरा जो कुछ प्रॉब्लम था तो लिंक नहीं आ पाता था, हम क्लास नहीं ज्वाइन कर पाते थे मैम।
Okay, okay.